Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I am coming here at you today with a long form podcast talk video about fighting and about um, not just fighting. And when I say fighting, well, maybe I guess boxing because I did a video the other day. Would I fight Mike Tyson for $5,000? And there's a lot of things that I would do for money. I'm very motivated by money. Now, does that take away from other people when they do things not for money? They do things for fun. Sometimes I do them for fun too. Like right now, I'm painting my nails. Because I made a video the other day about Elliot Page, and I can't tell exactly where my that was my most liked and disliked video of all time. And I cannot tell you, I honestly can't, on where the likes and the dislikes came from. Now, most people in the comments seem to like me. Most people are just like, hey, you know what? I appreciate your views. I wish the best for Elliot Page as well. I think I called him Elliot Smith before. I don't know why Elliot Smith is. Maybe it's like a football player or something. I don't know. Um, but there was a lot of people that were hating in the comments too. One person's like, "Hey, you have 150 subscribers. Like, no one gives a fudge about what you say." And I was like, "Okay, my subscribers do." And also, I've never done this before by myself. I've always had someone do it for me, so I am absolutely fudging up right now. Um, and I'm doing this to kind of prove a point. One, I like it. You have what's his name from I heard a knock upon my door the other day. I listen to that song all the time, and I honestly cannot tell you who sings it. Um, just pop punk emo people do it, and I like it. I think it's fun, and I think it also goes to show you. Okay, like listen, you can be a couple of different things. You don't have to be. And honestly, I hate the word toxic masculinity because like it's okay to like guy things. It's okay to want to drink beer and like football and to not like things that are girly. I hate going pumpkin picking. I hate just photo shoots with like I just it's okay to be a guy. It's okay to want to shoot guns and to want to like I love guns. Um but I also think it's okay to have other interests. There was a couple of people in the comments, there's a couple of people that were just saying like hey, this is like an abomination. This is and nobody said that. That's just the impression I got. And I get it. Some people are coming from places of concern. Some people are coming from places like, hey, listen, this hurts God when you do it. God intended for you to be like this, and doing this type of thing is slapping God in the face. Obviously, they're not talking about me painting my nails. Most people just find that a little weird. They're talking about Elliot Page and the idea of, okay, how am I going to do this hand now that this hand is, um, and the idea that being transgender is wrong. And I don't think people chose like my friend Tyler explained it to me really well. He says like the best way it was explained to him is he's just like one of his friends asked him because he was very 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 religious and very like he was raised that way and he was pretty not anti, just he thought it was wrong, thought it was a sin. Although I think based on the Bible, I think homosexuality is a sin, but I don't. Again, I'm not well versed on it. Um, but even if it is, even if it was, like, don't they also preach hate the sin and love the sinner, and like to love the sinner? Again, I'm not saying homosexuality is a sin, or although I guess I technically did, but I don't view it. I'm not religious. I don't know. I'm just kind of going over what the Bible says and what I think the Bible says. I don't even know. I probably shouldn't even mention it because I'm nowhere near an authority on it. But he was going over some Bible quotes, I guess, with a friend of his, and his friend's mom was there. They were young. They were like in their teenage years, and his friend's mom says, "Question: when did you choose to become straight?" And my friend Tyler was a little perplexed because he and that got me thinking too. I was like, well, I don't really know if I chose it. I was like girls. girls are awesome. Girls are hot. And like I just don't feel the same way about dudes. Like I was not that and that's it's a good question because no, I don't think anyone chooses to be what they are. They just are what they are. And some people I think are just born in the wrong body. I think they just like hey they were born one way and that's just not the body they feel comfortable with. That's not the body they feel good with. Now, if we're talking about that, I don't like the body I'm in, and I don't want to be in like a woman's body. Although, like for like a day, I think that'd be pretty cool, just to kind of see what it's like. But on the on the whole, like I want to be at least 6 foot. I'm 5'9". I am not a tall person. I would like to have much better genes. My legs are very skinny, and I would like to have better teeth. Although I had good teeth until this one got knocked sideways in a fight. Um, I would like to. I am doing so poorly on this. I just would like to. So I can understand, like, hey, people don't want to be in that. But yeah, preach, girl or people. I don't want to be in this body either. I want to be in another body, and I don't think that's wrong. I don't think it's wrong for people to say like, hey, like I want to be somewhere else. If they're not hurting anyone else, that's fine. Um, Again, there's arguments to be made where maybe they like I was this person had a AMA, which for those of you that don't know, an AMA on Reddit stands for Ask Me Anything. This person was genetically born, the sex of the person was a male, and had said like, hey, I'm going to transition into being a female. They did it. They transitioned in. I don't think they ever got the surgery to take off the reproductive organ. When he was a guy when he was transitioning. Um, I don't know if they did or not, but sometime afterwards, after like a couple years, I said, I was wrong. I don't feel right in this body either. I'm going to transition back into being a male. So they stopped taking estrogen. They started taking testosterone, and that person said like I wish I never did it. Like and I was like, okay. And now maybe that's just like 1% of 1%. Maybe some people just feel that they are, no matter what they do, it's just wrong, and maybe there's something wrong with their brain. Something wrong with my brain. Despite all that I have, my brain still tells me I'm a worthless piece of shit and that I should fucking kill myself. I don't, because I know. Well, I'm trying to get this freaking left part of my nail here. But no, so just because I'm saying like something's wrong with you doesn't mean like I'm attacking. I'm not saying like, oh, something's wrong with you and that's what. No, like something's wrong with all of us. Like we all have trauma. We all have shit that we are. That is not my hair. We all have shit we're trying to get through. And I feel like if drugs have shown me anything, I'm not condoning drug use, although, is that we have to be nice to each other because we are on one planet and we don't even have control of this planet. We're all just trying to make our way through this weird simulation we call life that could very well be a computer simulation. We don't know. I don't know how the fudge girls do this. This is absolutely bananas. Yeah, we don't. The best thing we could do is just love and tolerate and help each other. And is that a My Little Pony quote? It might be. I don't know. But I'm just doing this because a lot of people say like that's wrong. Maybe some people say like, oh, you're not a real man if you do stuff like this. You're not a real man if you like this one post on Tumblr. It was like a screenshot of Tumblr they posted on Facebook, and it was about this girl that was a clown, and that's what she did. She goes to parties and carnivals or whatever, and this boy, he wanted a butterfly on his face as like a face tattoo, face paint. He wanted a butterfly, and the mom's like, no, don't get a butterfly. Get something for boys. And he's like, but mom, I really want one. And the lady, the clown, she's like, no, it's no problem. I can do it. And she goes to her husband, like, do you want your son with a butterfly on his face? And he's like, no. Yeah, and then so it was like a whole big thing. And it's like, dude, if like a kid, like butterflies are butter free the Pokemon is freaking cool. And that Bye Bye Butterfree episode, spoilers, where Ash has to release Butterfree because it has to go make baby Butterfrees or baby Caterpie, is like, that was so freaking sad. Butterflies are cool, yo. And I'd be like, no, you want a butterfly? And kudos to that kid for saying what he wants, knowing he might get ridiculed for it because that's something that's supposed to be for girls. I've seen guys, it's like uncles say like, hey, this, his niece wants to go to a movie like Frozen 2 dressed up as Elsa, but she feels too self-conscious about it. So what did he do? He went to a party Halloween store or whatever, and he got an adult Elsa dress, and he dressed as Elsa with her, so she didn't have to do it alone. That's freaking awesome. And the fact that this kid didn't even want anyone else to do it. He just wanted one for himself. I would totally do that with him. Hey, you get a blue one, I'll get a red one, so I could be like a shiny butterfly. I think the shiny Butterfrees are pink, but you say like you're not a man if you like certain girl things. I don't want to do this and I'm a former boxer, military veteran, and if you want to fight, I'm in. I challenge Mike Tyson to a fight. Let's fucking do it. If you want to fight, you think I'm a girl, say it to my face. Come do it. I will hit you with these freaking ass girly nails. I swear on all that is holy. I'll do it. I don't think, again, I hate the word toxic masculinity or that phrase because I think it's okay to be a man, like man things and not like girly things. But at the same time, let kids do what they want. And then, whatever they grow up as, they grow up as. As parents, you should love your kids no matter what, as long as they're not hurting anyone. Again, that's just my opinion, and this is a legitimate challenge. Anyone wants to fight, I'll fight. Do you want to step in the ring? Let's go. I'm untrained right now. I am working. I'm trying to build 2 different businesses, launch a third. I have a girlfriend. I do not have time to train. I work out in the mornings. I lift weights. I try to run when I can, but I am not in fighting shape. If you want to do it, let's go. Randy Chavez. Patreon down in the description box. I love you all, my subscribers. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. I love everyone. I want everyone to feel good, as long as they're a good person. I just want to listen to good music and drink beer with my friends. I think that's what we all want. But if you want to fight, I'll fight. I love you all. Class dismissed.